Mirëmbrëma, shikues të dashur, në Urat e Botës çdo javë po udhtojmë përmes kulturave, historive dhe njerëzve që japin identitet vendeve të ndryshme. Sonte ndalemi në një vend unik, një vend që ka sfiduar natyrën duke ndërtuar tokën e tij mbi ujë, që ka dhënë artistë mëdhenj botror dhe që sot njihet për lirin, inovacionin dhe stilin e veçantë të jetesës. Është Holanda, një shtet ku bicikleta është pjesë e përditshmërisë, tulipanët janë simbol kombëtar dhe ku tradita dhe moderniteti bashkëjetojnë në mënyrë të natyrshme. E me që jemi 2 ditë para 27 prillit, dita ku i gjithë vendi shndrohet në qytetin më portokalli të Europës. King's Day, apo dita e mbretit, është festa më e madhe kombëtare e Holandës, për të nderuar ditëlindjen e King Willem Alexander. Për shumë më shumë nga ky shtet, do të flasim sonte me ambasadorën e mbretërisë së Holandës në Kosovë, zonja Karin Boven. Zonja Boven, faleminderit shumë, kënaqësi që jeni me ne sonte në Urat e Botës. Sinqerisht, siç e thash edhe për shikuesit, sidomos të jemi 2 ditë para King's Day. Kam shumë kurreshti, le ta nisim me këtë, duam të dim pak si festohet kjo ditë tek ju.
Thank you so much for that question, and I'm really happy to be here. So thank you first for the invitation. It's a true honor, and I'm of course very happy to inform everyone a little bit more about our King's Day. It's always a big event. We are celebrating the birthday of our king, Willem Alexander. He will turn, if I'm correct, 59. So next Monday, 27th of April, we celebrate as a nation his birthday. And, well, maybe people saw some footage or were in the Netherlands during King's Day, but then everyone knows that the whole country turns orange. Yeah. We have orange everywhere, flags, balloons, decorations, even hairdos turn orange, orange clothes. So it's our day of unity, of our identity and history that we celebrate together. It's a big event, it's fun, it's our national leave day, our national day, of course. So in the Netherlands, it will be a fantastic day with flea markets, people playing in the streets, the children are everywhere. So, yeah, it's something to be proud of. Here in Kosovo, we will also have a King's Day, but then a reception for the international community and, of course, all the Kosovo VIPs and government officials.
E përmendet edhe ju ngjyrën portokalli, pra gjithçka shndrohet në ngjyrë. Çka është simbolika e portokallisë? Pra cila është ajo që e simbolizon ose që lidhet me identitetin e Holandës si ngjyrë?
Yeah, I can imagine that orange color is a bit strange because when you look at our flag, it's red, white and blue. There's no orange. But the orange color comes from the past. In the 16th century, it was Willem van Oranje, William of Orange, who fought against Spain, our then oppressor, and liberated the Netherlands. So he is an historical figure way back, but the royal family still holds that name, Orange Nassau, Oranje van Nassau van Oranje, which, well, resonates our history, our past, and how the Netherlands came into being. So it's a very traditional color and really linked to the royal family.
Okej, tani e kuptova. Nëse e kthej në rrafshin personal, a ka ndonjë traditë apo moment personal që ju lidh shumë me këtë fest?
Yeah, a little bit like just what I said. Everyone feels free and really happy during that day. Of course, it's not about politics, and it's more like everyone comes together and there's unity wherever you come from. Because we have so many ethnicities also in the Netherlands, people coming from different places. And whether you come from Suriname or Indonesia or Morocco or Turkey or Kosovo, we're all together during that day. And that really makes me proud, I have to say. It's a feeling of unity.
Uroj shumë që t'ja kaloni si që është më së miri të gjithë kudo që edhe ju në Kosovë, por edhe atje në Holandë. Dua të flasim pak më gjerë për Holandën, edhe duke ditur se është monarki kushtetuese, edhe familja mbretore ka një rol shumë të fortë. Dhe duhet ju pyes, sa është e rëndësishme monarkia për identitetin dhe unitetin e vendit?
Yeah, I think it's still very important. Although there are also people who prefer a republic, but I think because of the traditions and also because our king and queen are very popular and really like to reach out to the people, I think that really helps in, that people would still vote for having a monarchy in favor of changing into a republic. I don't know the exact figures, but like 80% is in favor of a monarchy. And I think it's really linked to the popularity of the king and queen themselves. They are doing a great job, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Në ndërkohë po na shoqërojnë edhe pamje të vendeve të ndryshme të Holandës dhe e dim që njihet për një stil jetese shumë të hapur, shumë liberal dhe praktik. Cilat mendoni që janë disa prej vlerave që e përkufizojnë shoqërinë holandeze sot?
A difficult question.
Përgjithësi e madhe,
I'll try to answer that, but I'm also always joking with my staff. We want to do as normal as possible, so without much of ado. I think that is more like our identity. No arrogance, no attitude or something, but just roll up your sleeves and do what you have to do without too much discussion or fuss. I think that's really makes us Dutch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesante. Dhe mendoj që edhe në Kosovë keni ndjerë këtë, duket që kemi ngjashmëri në këtë pikë?
Of course, we have things in common. Yeah. Maybe not specifically this item, but I think what we do have in common is we are both. Okay, we finished the rebuilding part, but Kosovo is still, after the war, rebuilding the country. We come from a similar background, rebuilding the country after a war, and that means that people are motivated and to really make something out of it. I think we have that in common. To being a small country, you depend on others. You can do something yourself, but you need allies and partnerships. And I think we are quite similar in that, building strong partnerships, very important.
Do të kthehem prap tek stili I jetesës në Holandë. Vendi ku ka më shumë biçikleta se sa njerëz, kështu të paktën kam kuptuar. Biçikletat janë stil jetese, është çështje transporti, apo tashmë është krijuar edhe një identitet holandez?
I think it's both. It's means of transportation, very efficient, clean, healthy, good for the environment. Well, you see them here. And of course, also a way of transportation, because we have, I think now 18 million people living in the Netherlands, a small country, so very crowded. We have traffic jams all the time. And then using a bicycle, you get, quick from A to B. So we learned that from childhood to ride a bike. I think I was 3 or 4 years old when I got my first bike. You start with side wheels, so you're not tumbling over, and then when you're really capable, you go like this. So 4 years old, everyone knows how to ride a bike, and it gives this feeling of freedom. So every time that I go to the Netherlands to be with my family or go on leave, the thing that makes me most happy is riding my bike. So the first day I'm back in the Netherlands, I get my bike from the storage and I just drive around. It gives you this feeling of freedom. Yeah.
Prandaj edhe duket se keni jetën më edhe të shëndetshme, edhe nga linja edhe çdo gjë tjetër. Kur flasim për Holandën, përpos biçikletave, një nga simbolet tjera që na vije më një herë ndërmend janë edhe tulipanët. Si u bën tulipanët kaq simbolike fort e Holandës?
That's a very good question. I really don't know exactly. It comes from centuries ago, and when the Netherlands started trading with other countries, that's probably 16th, 17th century, and we imported them from, I think, Turkey or even Asia, and we made it our own symbol, growing them. As you can see here, we have these huge fields of tulips, which is an amazing view. If you come to the Netherlands, please go there. It's really astonishing. And it became our national symbol. And I think, yeah, we grew up with tulips, as with bicycles as well.
Kur flasim për Holandën, sepse kam zgjedhur që ti përmend disa nga gjërat që edhe njerëzit nga gjithë bota, kur përmendet Holanda, i kujtojnë, pra si bicikleta, tulipanët, edhe artistët e mdhenjë si Van Gogh, për shembull. Sa ka Holanda të rëndësishme këtë ruajtjen e personaliteteve të rëndësishme artistike?
I think it's very important, and that's also why you asked this question, of course, because and I like the footage behind us, because this is the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, quite famous. Here we have Van Gogh, who is famous all over the world, but we have more famous artists from past, but also in contemporary art, of course. There are many well-known figures. I think Vincent van Gogh, Jan Vermeer, Rembrandt van Rijn, all very famous artists. And I think it gives us a position in the world. So we are known for those artists, besides the cycling and the tulips. And we cherish that, because they are big masters and really contributed to world heritage, I have to say. So also for tourism, I think we still cherish those artists and the musea we have. We have a huge infrastructure, not only the Rijksmuseum, which you can see here, but many other musea all over the place, all over the country.
A ka qenë vështirë për Holandën të ruaj këtë kulturën sa klasike dhe moderne, pra ta bëj këtë balansin që lehtë është e vrejtshme në Holandë?
Yeah, I think the question is always whose identity. I think it's a collective identity, and even the newcomers, because we are also a mixture of people coming from different regions and parts of the world, because we also have a past, a colonial past, so people from Suriname, from Indonesia, but also nowadays from Turkey, from Morocco, Cape Verdean Islands. They all come to the Netherlands, and I think the good thing of our culture infrastructure is that it gives space to all those cultures as well. We invite also the newcomers to contribute to this cultural sector. So it's not only the identity from the past, but also a collective identity now, of today. Yeah.
Dhe normalisht që neve nga Kosova, sidomos kur me që më thatë dhe më sugjeruat të vizitoj edhe vendet, Amsterdami në veçanti është nga ato vendet jashtëzakonisht me turizëm të lartë. Mira njerëz që qarkullojnë çdo ditë. Është e vështirë, pra e ka ndërtuar me vështirësi Amsterdami në këtë rast të këtë turizëm?
Yeah, I'm happy that I'm not the mayor of Amsterdam, because I think it's a difficult job. I have to say, I was born in Amsterdam, but I did not grow up there, but born in Amsterdam, which makes me proud as well. Later on, I moved and lived in Rotterdam. I think we saw some footage here behind us, also from Rotterdam. I think it's quite a struggle for Amsterdam to deal with all the tourists. The city is sometimes really overflowed with people from, well, all over the world. And then it's quite a challenge to keep the identity of Amsterdam alive, while also dealing with all those people flooding the country. I think they're doing fine, but as I said, I'm happy that I'm not the mayor. I don't envy her. And I think she's doing a remarkable job, by the way. She was here, I think, in Pristina once. I'm checking with... Yeah. She was here.
A keni ju personalisht ndonjë pjesë të preferuar të Amsterdamit dhe pse e veçani?
Yeah, the place that I was born, of course, which is a hospital in the eastern part of Amsterdam, which is sort of a non-tourist area, which is really nice and calm with parks and green parts. But I think especially the canals.
And the canals.
Yeah, and the old houses. It's really the markets and everything that you see here is really typically Amsterdam, which I really, really like. Yeah.
Një gjë që do doja po ashtu t'i kushtoja rëndësi është edhe pavarësisht se që mund të jetë një vend i vogël, po themi, për nga përkufizimi, është një fuqi globale Holanda në bujqësi edhe në eksportin e ushqimit. Si ka arritur të zhvillohet deri në këtë pikë?
It's again something that really makes me proud because in the agricultural sector we are second largest exporter worldwide after the US. And the US is so much bigger than the Netherlands. I think, again, this is this mentality of rebuilding the country. After war, everyone was motivated to build back the country, but even stronger than before. And it's also our attitude of, we have to work hard, roll up the sleeves, and get going. And we managed to do it in a very efficient way. So using this small country that we have and also fighting the water, because we are below water level, hence the name the Netherlands. But really this attitude of hardworking people. And that's brought us where we are today.
Natyrisht, s'ka si tjetë ndryshe, me shpo flasim për ushqimin, ka ndonjë shije me të cilën identifikohet Holanda ose nëse dikush shkon për ta vizituar Hollandën, cilat janë disa nga ushqimet që duhet t'i provoj patjetër?
In the Netherlands, it's the cheese, of course. I think cheese from the Netherlands is quite famous, but also the herring. And herring is difficult for most people from outside of the Netherlands because it's eaten not really raw, but almost raw. It looks a bit like sushi. And we eat it just like that, holding the fish like that, and then eat it. It's typically Dutch. We are famous for that, and every King's Day you can find herring everywhere. And even at King's Days at embassies abroad, we try to serve herring. It's not always appreciated, I have to be honest. So cheese, herring, bitterballen, and also sort of candies are quite famous. And the stroopwafels. They're sort of cookies, also available in shops here in Kosovo.
Okay, pra I ke gjetur
Typically Dutch.
I ke gjetur edhe këtu në sa do pak ta sjelli një copë holande në Kosovë, besoj ato,
Certainly. Yes.
Në këto minuta të bisedës, kam dashur që ta shtoj edhe një segment më të veçantë të kësaj interviste tonë, me qenë se ju përpos që jeni në misionin tuaj diplomatik në Kosovë, jeni antropologe, gjë që ju bën juve t'i shihni njerëzit përtej. Dhe konsideroj që duke qenë në Kosovë, para se t'jesh diplomate, mendon se të ka ndihmuar dhe kjo ana antropologjisë që ta kuptosh më mirë kulturën dhe identitetin e popullit tonë?
Yeah, I think I have an interest in people and cultures and languages and traditions. So it makes me curious to find out more, like who are the people I'm dealing with, I'm working with. So I'm always interested in the story behind the person. It's a combination that grew by coincidence. I was first an anthropologist, and then later on I became a diplomat and an ambassador. But I think it's a beautiful combination because you really want to understand people and try to build bridges. That is what we are doing here, bridges between people. And I think that starts with having an interest in other people and listen, and then try to really understand. So I think it helps understanding different people and cultures.
Nëse do t'ju kërkoja ta përshkruanit Kosovën me një koncept antropologjik, si do ta përkufizonit?
No, I think that Kosovo is a multi-ethnic, multicultural country with also such a rich history, Ottoman past, Habsburg past, and it's all still here. Bits and pieces. Kosovo is a modern society, but also based in history and old traditions. So that's what I think makes Kosovo also interesting for me, because there's so much to learn and to explore, and every day I'm learning new things that I find astonishing, really. Yeah.
Okay. Dhe me që jemi në Kosovë edhe po na çojnë minuta drejt atje, kemi edhe disa pyetje të shpejta, të cilat na bëjnë që ta mbyllim siç duhet këtë intervistë. Do t'i pyes më shumë për eksperiencën tuaj në Kosovë. Për shembull, cila gjëja e parë që ju ka bërë përshtypje kur keni ardhur në Kosovë?
Oh, the hospitality of the people. Yes, because I've been to other countries before, and sometimes Western people or European people were not always that welcome for several reasons. But what really astonished me here is the hospitality and the warm welcome. Everyone in the streets greeted me or wanted to shake hands or said some words in Dutch. It was amazing. Very welcoming people.
Na vjen shumë mirë për këtë. Çka është diçka që e keni gjetur në Kosovë që do doje ta kishte edhe Holanda?
I think the nature and the landscape. I've been traveling the country. I think you have a beautiful country with beautiful forests and mountains and different landscapes. And I really, because the Netherlands is a very flat country, that helps with bicycles, but I like the mountains and the beautiful nature that you have. You should be proud of that, I think. Yeah.
E vlerësojmë shumë. Vërtet janë të bukura dhe na vjen mirë që keni arritur ti shijoni. A ka ndonjë moment të çuditshëm, po themi, që ju ka ndodhur gjatë qëndrimit tuaj në Kosovë? Tani bëhen pothuajse 2 vite që jeni këtu.
Oof. No, not really. I think we're all on the same page, and strange moments, no, but all very remarkable and rewarding. And again, feeling that welcome is really what I will always remember. I think that's the most important thing for me.
A ka ndonjë fjalë shqip që do ta mbani mend gjithmonë, ose që keni mësuar dhe të ka bërë përshtypje, si tingëllon mënyra se si shqiptohet, si thuhet?
Faleminderit.
Mjafton kaq. Kur di faleminderit është në rregull, është një prej fjalëve më të shpeshta që duhet ta përdorim gjithë. A ke ndonjë vend të preferuar?
And most important word as well.
E fundit pyetje, a ka ndonjë vend të preferuar që keni vizituar në Kosovë? Përmendet edhe malet, bjeshkët tona. A ka ndonjë që do ta veçoje në gjithë qëndrimin tuaj?
Yeah, again, going to the mountains. I like to walk in Gërmia Park, of course, during the weekends. I like Prizren very much. I think it's a very amazing traditional old town. Also Gjakova. So I've been to different places, but those things come to mind. The mountains and those 2 cities I find really beautiful.
Na vjen shumë mirë që e shijoni dhe ka vende ku ju e kaloni atë kohën e lirë, përveç dinamikës së punës edhe misionit që ju keni. Më vjen shumë mirë që ju kishim sonte këtu. Ju faleminderit shumë për kohën. Ndihemi shumë të vlerësuar, e po ashtu më lejoni që t'ju uroj ditën tuaj shtetërore, me që jemi 2 ditë përpara, dhe uroj që ta festoni dhe ta kaloni sa më mirë.
Yeah, thank you so much again for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to tell a bit more about the Netherlands. And I'm looking forward to our King's Day reception, and thanks again for being here. It's a pleasure.
Dashur miq, po e mbyllim edhe këtu për sonte nga Urat e Botës. Vazhdoni të jeni me atë vend, do takohemi bashkë javën tjetër.